Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Ocarina of Time Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we have finally got with the boss key, and we are going to be finally taking on the boss himself, known as Morpha here within the Water Temple. And finally, I get to go and say that we are never going to be coming back to this place again. Well, on recording, I should say, but off recording, I do want to go back to this place just one more other time, just to be on the lookout for the last bit of the different gold sculptures, so that by the end of everything that we're all done with these gold sculptures, I can get myself a heart piece, and we don't ever have to go and do any more of those annoying gold sculptures type of things anymore afterwards. But yes, we are on the 100% complete run of trying to grab all the different heart pieces as best as we can, so that we can at least have the 20 hearts by the end before we go and reach up with Ganon. But here we go. So be careful in the water that's going to be around here, because Morpha is going to be kind of taking control of the water. And the main thing to go and do around within this battle is just keep on using your hook shot and just try to dodge as best as you can as well too. Now, a good thing about within this area is that if you can find the right correcting spot for where you're going to be going and putting where Morpha is going to be, make sure that you go and kind of put him into the corner, because majority of the time, having him in that little corner spot will make things really difficult for that little amoeba to be jumping around each and so very often from here. Now, I kind of like the way of how I guess for how Nintendo kind of like planned out on how this game was going to be all about, because like even though that the Water Temple is like super difficult, right? At least what they went and decided to do is that they actually made this battle a little bit nicer than what it actually needed to be. So, you know, with all the different backtracking and everything that we have done throughout this area, at least they're being a little bit nicer throughout this web. So yeah, so just wait until the tentacle kind of shoots up around here, and if you're lucky enough, you can try to pull him out as best as you can. Yeah, I don't think a bomb is going to really go and work out within the job all that too much there. But yeah, so just wait until the tentacle pops out, and then once you are ready, then that is when it's going to be your chance to strike. Now, I do have the giant knife with me, and unfortunately the giant knife can only take so much amount of hits, so at some point it's just not going to really work all that too much later on. So there we go, we're going to pull him out, and let's go and just start doing the attacks, and just make sure that we start doing it well. Yeah, so he's off again, but later on throughout the battle, yeah, this is where another thing can also run in and also occur as well too, is that the tentacle can also pick you up and fling you across the room and do an insane amount of damage as well. So you want to make sure that you are going to be somewhat careful around with that. And yes, there is spikes placed all the way around throughout this area, so if the tentacle actually throws you into that spike, you're going to be taking more damage than what it actually needs to be happening from there. We're going to make sure to go and pull him out once more, and unfortunately I do have to go and use my Master Sword. My giant knife actually ran out during the time of what the battle was happening throughout here. And there we go, Morpha is done, and that does mean we do get now another heart container to be added into of our different, for our different hearts that we are going to be collecting for right now. And Morpha is gone and never to be seen again. Now, I think in Majora's Mask, I believe you do have the options to actually go and rematch those bosses, but that's just because that in Majora's Mask, you have to repeat the same bosses they have to go and do again, because you have to go and try to complete off with how you need to reach into the final area, I believe so, right? So, like, even though that you can't go and battle out with those bosses and then actually get your heart container from them, you do have to repeat the match again later on if you are going to be finishing off with the story. But here at Ocarina of Time, there is no such thing as a rematch, though. And we can just go and just jump right into our water medallion area and get that right from Ruto. So I guess we don't have to become Ruto's fiance anymore, because now she's going to be kind of guarding and controlling the actual water temple that's going to be here, so. Yeah, we already know that we already have our crush already set onto Zelda. To Ruto, though. Now, I don't know if I already went and said anything about Nino Kuni right now, but we are going and continue onwards with more of the fairy grounds that are happening at this point in time. there's still quite a bit of those things that we need to go and take care of within there, and then I think we should be able to go and do some sort of, I guess, well, of course, since we are playing Legend of Zelda, we are going to have to do a little bit of some Jabu Jabu Belly type of situation with the fairy godmother to jump into that situation there and help her out for what's going on within that particular objective. But yeah, so now since we got the water medallion in our grasp at this point in time, once she goes and reveals it out here to us, that means we actually have, I think, a little bit more other different dungeons left, right? Because I think currently right now we have to still go and do Doctor in the Shadow. Well, not Doctor in the Shadow. Why do I keep on saying that? That's like the actual the song for what is happening within the game. But we have to go and head over to the Shadow Temple. That's where we actually have to go to next. And then we also have to go and start reaching our way to the Spirit Temple as well too. Even though that I think we already went and got the light medallion from Rauru, of course, right? But that is still a dungeon that we still have to go and complete off anyways. Because we got ourselves with that iron knuckle that's going to be within that area as well too. And now let me tell you, iron knuckles in this game are a little bit ferocious than your average ordinary other type of enemies that we've seen before. One hit from those guys and it does like almost like half your damage, or half the hearts that you actually have within your within the slots that you have. So you want to be really careful. Because just doing like literally, because like if you're doing like a 3 heart type of challenge or something within Ocarina of Time, you may be really careful within those guys right there. Because they will take off like a whole big chunk off of your damage. But it's nice to get, well, it's still nice to, well, still see everything here with Sheik right now. And if you guys don't know, Sheik is my main character that I always use in Super Smash Brothers. Oh, and there's Sheik right there. Hey. Whoa. That man did a big huge swan dive from there. I guess that's how we got the diving ability from all these years, I guess. Is by Sheik. You learn how to do the swan dive. But unfortunately, we cannot go and do the heart piece here. We don't have the fire arrows at this point in time. But anyways, we're going to end off the episode for today. See you guys in the next one, and peace.